Good evening, Super Mario Bros. 3 Rando fans. Tonight, we have our second to last races in the Swiss Round 2 of the 2024 Randomizer Tournament. Tonight's matchup features Leslie Pro 04 versus Pickles and Beer. I'm Night Shifter, and my co-commentator tonight is Marky. How you doing, Marky?
Doing pretty good, Night. This should be a pretty good race between these two.
Yep. And let's go over these flags settings for this first race real quick. Worlds are shuffled, but stages remain native to the world, so there will be no beta stages. All non-fort stages are question marks, so no being able to count stages, no end card game. Hammers may or may not break locks, and that will determine what they play in game 2. Toad houses will remain. They start with a mushroom, fire flower, and leaf. Sun activates sooner. The World 1 rock is breakable. Rocks in 2, 3, and 4 are gone. Boom Booms have random HP, and the hitbox for Bowser and Koopalings are adjusted, so no cuddle strats when you're going to go fight Bowser.
And I did go ahead and release the runners, so these races should be starting here any moment.
And here we go. World 6, Iceland to start, and we have 3 pipes and a fort. And we have 6 F3 to start with. Carpet fort.
I see they Letty did go in with a power up to start off.
Yep, not a bad call. Oh, and Leslie taking the dangerous strategy of going right down the middle of the elevator.
Risky call, but it worked out for him.
Yep. And let's see how many hits this Boom Boom is. Oh, just 1, so not bad. Now, we see 3 pipes, so time to see how useful these pipes are. Oh, those loop into each other! And the other pipe that's usually behind the rock isn't that far out, so ladies and gentlemen, settle on in. We're in for a long ride in this World 6 to start off.
Yes, indeed, and they could have to deal with 6-6 here sometime soon. We'll see.
Yep, but not quite yet, as Picklesandbeer gets to the second fort of this world, the Air Force. So get those salutes out in chat.
And Leslie joins him now in Air Force as well.
Oh, very smooth movement by Leslie. He's actually gaining a little bit here.
And I believe that was a 3-hit Boom Boom on Pickle's side.
Yep, but with a fire kill here by Leslie, he's going to close the gap even closer. So we are very close as we continue on in this 6. And both getting a cloud.
Very good for the runners if they do encounter 6-6 or any other tough levels here coming up.
Oh, and we get a hammer as well.
Very nice.
So now we have about a 4-level gauntlet coming up, and we start off with 6-4. And Leslie cleanly through.
Ooh,
Oh!
And Pickle takes a drop.
Oh, unfortunate. Our second level, 6-9.
6-9. Let's see.
But
Tries
as-
once and goes down the pipe.
Yep, because as Big Mario, that is a perfect jump, and it's not easy to get.
Definitely.
Now, Picklesandbeer is small Mario, so if he wants to try for this, he has a much better chance of getting it.
Yeah, it's 3 pixels, correctly.
Oh!
Small. Ooh, I
And
saw that.
cheap out of nowhere.
Pickles is trying. Oh, he's going to go down the pipe now.
Yep. Yes, that rocket cheap. And our third level is 6-3.
Pickles did avoid that rocket keep, and it's going to finish up the stage now.
Yep. And Leslie's going to just cloud on out of here. I don't blame him.
Not at all. It's not going to even take the risk of seeing 6-6.
Well, there's still 6-6, there's still 6-7, there's still 6-10. Quite a handful of World 6 levels that you really just don't want to see.
True.
And P-wing it through the World 7 airship, our first airship.
And Pickles is going to take 5 lives now. It's the fanfare.
And we have 3. Uh-oh. Let me switching sides. 4. He's a 5-hitter. We have a jumbo shrimp on our hands, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, indeed, but Leslie's out of there. And Pickles went ahead and took the bottom path and was greeted by, I believe this is 6-2.
Yes, it is. Which,
So he'll
Which is
still
not-
have that cloud later on. Oh, go ahead.
6-2 is not that bad of a find.
Right. And that cloud could be useful later on.
Yes, it could, with World 7 still looming. Oh,
Yeah.
and a hammer suit from the princess. And look at this mess. And hammers do not
not
break locks, ladies and gentlemen. So we know what they're going to play in C2. As they start off in 1-2 with a boss bass.
And Leslie's out of there now.
Picklesandbeer picking up the fire kill on Lemmy, which is a lot quicker.
Yep,
And-
that'll gain him some time back.
Yep, as Leslie enters 6F2, the freezer fort.
And doesn't have a tail, so he's not going to be able to do those fly strats through here.
Nope. Flight privileges have been revoked. Now the question is, what lock does this break? Oh! It broke the far lock, so... Yep, Leslie's just gonna... Oh! Oh, nom, ladies and gentlemen. Nom, 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 nom.
Boss Bass gets his first meal of the seed,
Yep,
thanks to Picklesandbeer.
yep.
And Leslie's on to the World 4 airship now.
Yep. Off to square up against Larry Koopa. Oh. 1, 2. Nope, not gonna get the chance to.
And a 5-hitter, I believe that was.
Yes, it was gonna be a 5-hitter, but he did get the fire kill in before the 5th hit. So far, the Koopa kids have been bulky.
Yes, they have. Bowser must have been feeding them pretty well.
Yep. And we have World 2, and it's a 3-forter. And look at this mess of a start.
Yeah, all 3 locks early on.
As we enter 5-2. Doesn't matter what you call 5F2, as long as you understand the one principle, just keep moving.
Exactly. Alright, Slat was a useless lock that 5-2 broke.
And now we have the Navy.
Alright, Picklesandbeer out of World 2 now.
Oh, very nice fire boom boom kill there by Leslie.
Sure.
That opens up the pipe.
Alright, let's see where this pipe takes him to.
Just needs one more level. And he gets a second hammer. Oh boy. So now the double hammer play in World 3 is open. Oh no, Leslie used his hammer in World 1, correction, so he just has one. So right now, the only other world he can use it in is World 4, and that's if it's useful.
Usually it'll be at most a 1 world skip.
And we have the World 5 airship for Leslie's fight against Morton.
Let's see if Morton is as bulky as his the first 2 Koopalings were tonight.
No, just vanilla salt. Just your regular application. And Pickles is going to play the extra Hammer Bro here.
Yeah, I see that. First one gave him a music box. This one's giving him a star.
And it looked like a fire flower out of the letter as we head to the sky.
And starting out in 5-7.
Yep.
Alright, Pickles got through 2-4. He's about to take on that hammer brother to get that hammer.
As Leslie plays our first fort of the sky, and it's 8 fort. The Gatekeeper Fort.
Doing good so far. We can see here in a moment if he can get a 1 cycle.
Yep. Clean so far. Can he? Nope. Lost too much speed there, so he's gonna just come, grab the tail, and be on his way. And it's actually gonna damage boost through to Boom Boom.
Very nice, and a 1-hitter.
And we have Paradox Pipe. Leslie, I don't think that... Oh, it did build the bridge. Okay, so... Now the question is... It looks like he is going to go do the normal pipe and gets another hammer before he gets going. So yes, now the World 3 double hammer play is in focus.
Gonna take on yet a hammer bro as well. And just a star. And yes, Rat Boy, going down the normal pipe, Leslie will avoid 1 level.
But if that 1 level is 5-9, I don't think Leslie will complain.
Sure, I wouldn't.
Alright, so let's see what this trio of levels to the end is. First up.
5-8 the first.
Yep. Oh no! He just shorted the jump! But yes, 5-8 Spike's Playground. Oh, Leslie, careful. Very nice.
Yes, 5-8 can be one of the tougher levels. That's why I try to do the speed strats whenever possible on this stage.
Our second level is 5-2. Leslie clean through the opening part here, and he'll get safely up top. Alright. What's our final level in this 3-pack to get out of 5?
5-9 tends to be in that spot sometimes, but not this time.
It's 5-6. Leslie making sure that the Parabeetle doesn't despawn on him.
Okay, he's through.
And Pickles is through 5-8 cleanly.
So just a 2-stage difference between them right now.
Oh, good equip of the P-Wing by Leslie. Coming into the World Air 6 airship can just fly right over the mast and right down to fight Roy. Oh, and he's a 1-hitter. And,
A 1-hitter.
but did you see how high up he got him? Thanks to that P-Wing.
Yep.
I think this has to be...
It's the off-screen wand grab, though.
Yeah. Although he did give it a good try. But... Oh! Pickles despawned the parabeetle.
He didn't take that pause he needed to for a split second.
Yep. There he goes.
And Leslie
And-
enters World 4.
Yep. And all depends on what this fort right here does.
It's gonna be 4F1 or 4F2.
4F1.
Because those two forts love to pair up in their home world with this flag set.
Yep. Nice getting over the boo there. And nice P speed to get up there without having to build the coin bridge.
Yeah, that saved several seconds right there for Leslie.
Yes, it does.
Alright, Pickles made his way to Roy, and he'll be moving on to World 4.
And that built the bridge, so all Leslie has to do is clear this coin ship, and he is on his way to the next world. And we are running out of worlds quickly. We are down to just Seaside and Pipes.
Alright, I clearly rolled these runners way too easy of a seed. You're gonna need to do something about that.
I'll
Seed
do my best come Seed 2 as we have the World 1 airship. And oh, it's a heavy Iggy. 3, 4, all 5 hitters. Iggy's the big bad bully.
And
We
World
have-
7.
Yep. Only one way to go and no sight of a castle or a block yet. And there they are. Going to have to go to the middle island, it looks like.
2 forts, one breaks a useless lock, the other one will build the bridge to the end.
Yep. So, which one is it? 7F2. Oh. The greenhouse of doom rears its ugly head.
Yes, it does, but I would expect nothing less than World 7.
Oh, that Thwomp playing a little bit of havoc with Fuzzly there. But he gets through, down into the lower section, and he's just going, oh, nice pull up there by Leslie.
Yeah.
He was gonna hit that waffle and have to be back at the beginning.
Yep, you just gotta watch out where that waffle's at when you try to do that speed deboost strat.
Yep. Because it's not so much the first one that'll get you, it's the second one.
Yep.
And Leslie taking no chance. He's going to play both. As he finds 7-9 with an angry sun.
He was able to take the sun out with invincibility, but he's gonna have to play the rest normally.
Well,
He
without
doesn't
the
have
well, without the sun, it's not
Not
going to be that
easy.
hard. He did get a very friendly enemy set here. And oh, he's going for the clip here. Well, Gave it a couple tries and then decided, well, let's just keep moving.
Yeah, that's not one of the easiest clips with that little gap. In a moment, if Pickles decides to try to go back and check and see if the bridge has been built.
It'll be interesting if he does, and if it is, Leslie's on his way to play a useless fort then.
Ripping the tail. Because of course it's 7-1.
And here goes Pickles and Beer back to check. Is the bridge built? No, it's not.
Not.
So 7F1 is required. Leslie is gonna open up a little bit bigger of a lead.
Alright, now Leslie will be heading back.
And he is going to find the way open. So just 2 levels, and then he can get out of here. First, we have 7-3. And he's using the Star Gauntlet right now.
I always love when you get that permanent star in a stage like this.
And nice takeout of the Lakitu to clear the last bit of the way.
Just one more stage now.
What is it? 7-8, Piranha Alley. And Leslie's taken to the sky. Which is not a bad strategy.
Not at all. Just gotta make sure that boss pass doesn't get you.
Yep.
I'll say I'll provide it mini meal.
Yep. You gotta remember, Boss Bass will go anywhere for his meal, and the vanilla hammer suit for Leslie in the box.
Very nice.
And with no music box, he will just equip the star and run through this Piranha 2 real quick. And get the music box.
A little too late.
Game knows. Game knows. And we have the World 2 airship. Which means our last world before Bowser will be seaside and defended by none other than Wendy O. Koopa.
But if I remember right, Leslie does have 2 hammers. We'll see if they're useful here.
Yes. The double hammer plate is in. Oh, and Pickles and Beer Cloud 7-8. He's onto the World 2 airship. That's going to gain him back some time.
Yeah, he used that music box he found in World 2 that Leslie did not get.
Yep. So he's closing in here a little bit. And, oh, it could be a play. Because once he clears 3-4 here, he double hammers, he's going to have access to 3 pipes.
Depends on where that first pipe goes, but he's
yes.
next to.
Where does this pipe take us? All the way over there. And he sees the fort, and it's 3F2. Seed invalidated. And getting the overkill on Boom Boom there with the hammer. All right. He'll go back and he'll make the play.
I'm going to call it now. That other pipe that Leslie just saw is going to be the way to Wendy's. These two connect to each other.
Oh. Marky wants to have us a long three.
Because that's how Walls 3 likes to play a lot of times.
Oh. And the Boomerang Bros just overwhelm Leslie there for a moment.
Alright, let's find out. No! That one took him over to Wendy's.
And that fort is required to clear Wendy's, so while Pickles and Beer has to go back, Leslie getting over the mast with the P-Wing. On her own home turf. So this should not be that bad of a fight.
No, it shouldn't. And Pickles does have to go back,
Oh.
but he didn't have to go back very far.
And that is a 5-hit Wendy.
But Leslie takes her down. So it's that time, everyone. Get your guesses in chat. How many bridges?
I'm going to say 2 for this seed, Mark. What about you?
I'm gonna go with 1.
I see a 4, I see a 0, I see a -1, a 1, a 2 3s, a 0, a 4, a 1, and the 4th Bridger is alive as we start 3F1. Oh, Leslie went for the door 3 skip and just couldn't get it. And has his first World 8 fort down.
Possibly 3 more to go, but there's a couple pipes for Leslie to check first.
And Pickles and Beer gets through his Wendy fight, but there's a lock. We're down to 3 bridges. And
That's the fake tank.
yep, fake tank, which does have an item at the end of it.
And it looks like Leslie wants to find out what that item might be.
And here's Pickles and Beer now into World 8. So we have both runners here in the final world.
Yeah, and depending on routing, the lead could change pretty easily here.
Because if Pickles and Beer goes straight instead of going up to the top pipe, and goes straight over to the right pipe, and that's Bowser's, that'll be big.
For sure.
And our second fortress of World 8 is Super Tanks.
With its vanilla tile, too. It looks like Pickles and Beer is taking the same route that Leslie took, so far at least.
Yep, and so far, they're following each other. And that breaks a lock here in the dark, so we're down to 2 bridges.
And Leslie finds the Putaboo hand staves.
What are the hands giving us tonight? Just a mushroom.
mushroom. I would have laughed if it had been a hammer. Would have been useful.
Yes, it would have. Oh, and there's the loop back to the front screen, so... Answer's somewhere here in the dark. As we now have 5F1. Very nice P-speed by... Oh, Leslie! Whoa, that almost got him killed.
He had just enough iframes there, too.
He had such great P-speed through there until that last bump. That did something.
Two bridges, but one bridge still needs to be built, and there is a stage in front of Bowser's Castle as well.
And our last fort, it's 2 fort. So while the seed was invalid, it is acceptable.
So I at least got acceptable on this. This fort will be building that second bridge.
Yep. As Leslie makes it to Boom Boom, shoots him down. And now back to play the final stage. Oh no, he has a cloud. He's just gonna get out of here. Hammer suit, star, and he's off to go kill himself a Bowser.
Pickles won't be too far behind him if Leslie has any issues here. Pickles could get catch up, but Leslie's doing good so far.
Yep. Goes for the clip, misses the first time, misses attempt 2, misses attempt 3, and finally says, yep, you know what, enough, let's just go. Oh. And cleanly through, so ladies and gentlemen, hi Bowser, bye Bowser, and get your GGs in chat for our Game 1 winner, Leslie Pro 04, with an official race time of 36:49. Oh, and it looks like the level Leslie clouded was 8-1. Oh, that was a good cloud. And oh, Pickles and Beer getting the disco stairwell clip.
Very nicely done.
Oh, but that boo is getting close, but he gets through cleanly.
Pickles trying for that other clip, but having some trouble with it so far.
Just a little too early. There we
There.
go. And Picklesandbeer is now on his way to Bowser and should be finishing up shortly. Hi, Bowser. Bye, Bowser. And get your GGs in chat for Picklesandbeer, as he finishes the race with an official race time of 39 minutes and 23 seconds. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, just give us a few minutes to get the runners set up for race 2, and we will be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We are now getting ready to get underway with our 2A flag sets, which means hammers will guarantee to break blocks. Their starting power-ups are gone, and now levels can be everywhere they want to be, and that now adds in the beta stages. So get ready for a little bit of extra chaos. So Marky, where do you think we're going to start?
I'd like to see a reverse world order, so let's start out in 7.
I'm going to agree with you there. Oh, but we start in Giant Land.
Alright. Giant Land it is.
And both runners immediately hitting up the Toad House.
Yep, so unfortunately for us, no 7-1 without power-ups because they both got one.
Yeah. Oh, and Pickles taking a second dip. And we're going to have some Hammer Bro and coin ship clearing here. And that Hammer Bro played dirty by clipping into the block.
But Leslie got a cloud.
And Pickles should get that same cloud. Leslie! You knew that. Oh, and we gotta play 3 levels to get to the fort. And we start with 5F2. A very nice, clean entrance into 5F2 for both our runners.
Alright, Leslie makes it on out of layer now.
And he's moving on to our second level.
5-6.
So a couple of the World 5 levels showing up here in World 4. And our last level before the fort is going to be, well, once that Hammer Brother stops running around, Atlantis is forced!
Very nice. Wait. Oh, no, they gotta do it anyways, even if they have the cloud, because they would have to get back.
Yes, it is a forced Atlantis play.
Very nice.
So whether they like it or not, they're gonna have to take the long swim. And oh, and first world seed invalidated. Ouch.
Very early invalidation too.
So Leslie's gonna do the game over strat here. While Pickles and Beers makes his way through Atlantis fairly well.
Gotta be careful here towards the end.
Yep.
Okay.
So far, so good.
Just got a staller. I would have liked a mushroom out of that if I was playing here.
Just because of right here. One less enemy lurking. Oh, and it's a nanny blooper, but he gets by it. It is good to go. Pickles and Beer getting through Atlantis on his first try. Ooh, impressive.
Yes, very nice.
Leslie almost done with his game over strat.
Just has to do one more.
There we go. And that's how much Leslie did not want to play Atlantis.
Well, you can't blame him. I mean, we all know Atlantis. That can be a pretty tough level there.
Yes, but as Rat Boy said, 4 deaths and burning a cloud.
Yeah. If you just have one life, that's pretty quick, but that takes a while, dying 4 times intentionally.
And Pickles and Beer is not that far behind him.
Both in the World 1AS ship.
Fighting Iggy, who's just vanilla this time. So, Pickles and Beer still has a cloud advantage in his back pocket.
He does. That could prove useful here later on.
And we go on to Seaside. 2 levels before we get to a fort. Or, I mean, a pipe. And we've got 5-8. Lakitu's Playground.
Yep, they saw as the first seed as well. Ooh, but Leslie making it through there. Pickles gonna have to be careful because he's small.
Yep.
Ooh,
Just
right
clipped
at the
him.
end.
And our second level is 6-9. Leslie tried for the pixel perfect jump and didn't get it. So into the water he goes.
And Pickles trying 5-8 again. He grabbed the power up at the beginning.
This is it there. But gets out cleanly this time. Just as Leslie's finishing up 6-9. We've got pipes all over the place. Oh! Pickles and Beer taking a death in 6-9 from the water jet.
I saw that. He got pushed down and couldn't get himself back up in time.
As Leslie enters 6-2.
And he makes it 3-6-2 now.
Another rocket cheap, but no harm done as Picklesandbeer gets through 6-9.
And Leslie picks up a mushroom from a Hammer Bro fight.
And we have super tanks.
Leslie's through super tanks. That was the only fort, so Wendy's is open now on his side.
Yep. He's just gonna come pick a fight with this Hammer Bro real quick.
And he gets rewarded with a star.
While Picklesandbeer makes his way through 6-7. Leslie on the World 4 airship, but with the tail, it's easy going. And here's Wendy.
Okay, 2 hits so far. 3. And 4.
4 hits. So she was still pretty tough this seed. Not the 5-hitter she was last time, but 4 hits is still a tough Wendy, especially on that terrain.
Yes, definitely.
Picklesandbeer blowing through super tanks.
And
As we now go, yep, up into the sky we go. And 7-6. Here's a stage we did not see in the first seed. And Leslie gets the clip real quick.
Very nice. 3 tries.
And the way is now open for Picklesandbeer. And next we have the 5-3 beta. And Leslie is going to have to complete this without any additional power-ups because there's not a single one in it.
And not quite Atlantis, but 5-3 beta is pretty tough in its own right.
Yep, the enemy sets can, like this, double nanny bloopers. Well, double bloopers.
Double bloopers. 1 nanny. But he gets by. Small, but he makes it out alive.
As Picklesandbeer picks up the fire kill on Wendy. And now we go up into the sky.
Alright, so I see 2 forts at a blue lock, so Leslie's going to have to deal a fort that's on the sky part. Go back to that pipe, cross over to deal a blue fort that's on the ground side.
Yep. At least it was the normal pipe and not the twisty castle. Now Picklesandbeer. Oh! Leslie taking Twisty Castle.
Interesting decision. Now, if they'd done it the way I said, he would have had to play at least one at a stage, so...
Well, he still has...
a little time.
I think he just realized that he was taking the long way. Well,
No, he's going back in.
okay, I guess he just fell then there in the middle section.
And as mentioned in chat, on Pickle's side, he got the 7-6 clip in the first try.
Very nice. Oh, the blue Karibo shoe. And Pickles and Beer is going to take the other route. And this is 6-1 with the Busters, and Leslie gets a hammer suit from one of the bros on the ground.
Very nicely done. We'll have to see if Pickles can pick that same one up.
As Pickles finds 7-8 Piranha Alley. And we have the 3-9 beta. Which has the fire set in it. Oh boy. And Paragoombas. Oh, look out, Leslie.
He makes it through low, but that was not one of the easiest 3-9 betas right there.
No, that was definitely one of the tougher ones. Oh, Pickles.
Interesting decision on Pickles' side. I wasn't expecting him to do the twisty. Alright, Leslie's beating the blue fort now. Back up to the sky.
Now he's gonna play the same levels that
Ooh,
dive bombing gulp! Ladies and gentlemen, clip that. We just had a dive bomb gulp from Boss Bass. Oh, and Leslie just got that star kill on Boss Bass. One more frame and he would have been gulped again. And Pickles and Beer does pick up the hammer suit from the hammer bro on the ground. As Pickles and Beer finds 7-4 the other direction on the ground. Instead of the 3-9 beta.
And Leslie making his way through 7-8 now.
Having to contend with the fireball attacks of now having to contend with Boss Bass once more. Gets into the safety pipe.
Good, he used those statue strats to help out too.
Yep. Oh, and the Koopa gets Leslie's Tanuki suit before he can take out the Koopa. And we have 7-3. Oh, Leslie needs to be careful.
But he's through and he takes 5 extra lives as well.
Better to take the 5. Better to gain the 5 extra lives, then lose 1 right there at the end.
True.
Now he is onto the World 7 airship.
Ooh, and
Oh!
Pickles on his side.
So he's going to gain back time. In fact, with Leslie struggling to get the item, he is now right on Leslie's heels.
Yes, it's a very close race again.
Two hits on Roy. 3 hits on Roy. 4 hits on Roy. Roy is a 4-hitter today.
And yes, chat, looks like Leslie has roughly a 5-second lead at the moment.
As he jumps into 3-8 and
Pickles goes to 6-4.
yes.
Ooh, and Leslie finds 5-3.
And immediately takes the death. And now we have both runners in 5-3.
And Pickles does take a slight lead at the moment.
Yep. Ooh, Paragumba's harassing Leslie at the moment.
Ooh, and we have the half sun. And
Does
it
he
disappeared on Pickles' side.
Okay, so on Pickle's side, he just decided he was a little too tired to be interactive today.
And Leslie gets rid of it as well.
But it's Pickles and Beer who's the first out of the level, I mean.
And Leslie will be right behind them.
Yep. Into 6F1 Elevator Fort.
Alright, so this will be breaking that lock.
Oh, and Pickles and Beer getting the item.
And that is by no means an easy item to grab either.
No, because not only do you have to not bounce yourself off the item box when you open it, you then have to make sure that you do your jump correctly to get back to the elevator.
And with very little time to do all of that, it's very easy to miss and end up taking a dive in the lava below.
Yep. All right, and our next level, it's 1-1 with a Cheep Cheep.
And Pickles makes it through. Looks like Leslie will be right behind him.
Yep. And now the fort to build the bridge is 4F2 Ladies and gentlemen, the 4 forts have been broken up.
And even with the game 2 flag sets, that doesn't happen very often. Just a 2-hit boom boom. And Leslie's gonna get another item from the mushroom house.
As Picklesandbeer gets onto the airship. And we've got Larry. 3 hitters so far. 4. Larry, a full 5 hitter. And this race is still very close.
Yes, it is.
As we enter the pipe maze, and we see a lock already, but they're gonna have to play a level off the bat, and it's 8-2.
Pickle's gonna go down to the sand.
Yep. Pickle's taking the safety sand. And we'll ditch the angry sun for a bit. Gets the jump, and still gets the fanfare, but through the level cleanly.
And Leslie right behind him now. He gets a jump as well.
And runners have no choice but to play Piranha 1. Oh, and nice job by Picklesandbeer getting through the munchers.
And rewarded with a hammer.
Our first hammer.
Well, I mean, hammers break locks the seat, so we can't give them hammers too early.
Oh, but the way is open. They just gotta play 2 forts and they're out of the world. And the first of those 2 is 3F1. Oh, but Leslie's going to use the hammer and get right into 2 fort to try and take the edge here. So not as only my seed invalid, but it is unacceptable.
With Leslie's hammer use, he goes back into the lead for now, but Pickles does still have his hammer.
Yep.
Leslie's past Boom Boom, and Pickles is right behind him.
Yep. And into Piranha 2 they go. And their reward is a cloud.
Very nice.
Leslie equipping the P-Wing as he gets onto the World 3 airship to go fight Ludwig. And Ludwig is a one-hitter. Oh, that's close. Did Leslie get it?
That's very close.
Yes,
And
he
does.
did get it. Very nice off-screen long grab by Leslie. Next is Ice. And another hammer for Leslie.
Gonna hammer the rock and see what his pipe takes him.
Oh,
And this is a 3-footer.
yes, yes it is. Well, Picklesandbeer finds the Ice Cube beta.
Alright, Leslie makes his way through Air Force now. Pickles is breaking that rock as well.
And we have Alcatraz, and Leslie has no choice with Boss Bass to play this level. Now, if the fort Pickles is playing breaks that top lock over here, as Boss Bass gets his nom on again on Leslie. And Leslie just clouding through. Not wishing to feed Boss Bass any more than he has. Oh, and he gets the first class clip.
Very nice clip there by Leslie. And about to take on Lemmy.
And Picklesandbeer blindly clouds Alcatraz.
Very nice cloud usage on his side. But going into 7, Leslie has the lead, but Pickles is right behind him.
Yep. And that looked like a one-hit Lemmy. And our final world is Desert, and we start off with 3-3. No, 3-2, sorry.
2, yes.
And Leslie getting all the bounces he needs off the cheaps to just glide through.
Well, definitely helped out that he had a tail there.
Yes, it definitely helped. And 6F2, the ice fort. And smart move by Leslie, despawning the dry bones. And he gets through. And now picks up a star to finish the run. Yes, we did, Gamer Cal. Oh, and Picklesandbeer misses the P speed.
And Leslie found 2-3.
With Boss Bass lurking. Leslie, that was just taunting him after he's gulped you twice.
Yeah, I'd have gone through that pipe a little bit sooner, but Leslie makes it through. And
Yeah.
another hand on Leslie's side.
Yep.
And Picklesandbeer's done with 2-3 now.
And this pipe will swing him around, and he only has to do one level to get on out. And that's 3-7. Leslie having to play a coin ship here real quick. And gets the Rangless kill.
And gets a P-ring for his troubles.
And Picklesandbeer is right on Leslie's tail as they board the World 5 airship. And Leslie getting the fire kill on Morton. And just a 2-hitter. So ladies and gentlemen, the first 7 worlds are in the books. How many bridges? I'm going to say 3 this time.
I'll go with 2. In chat, we've got a -1, we've got a 2, a 4, a 1.
And, well, so far the 4-lock dream is in place as we start with the Gatekeeper. And Leslie gets the 1 cycle. Oh, his Picklesandbeer overshoots the door and goes into the lava.
Saw that. Pickle's gonna have to restart now. Leslie did get the 1 cycle low, and he's taken down Boom Boom.
That is a very unfortunate death for Picklesandbeer, who now is even further, now a little bit further behind as Leslie finds the Navy. And we have 1 visible lock, so it's down to 3 bridges. And our next fort is 5F1.
And Pickles took that second lock. Leslie checked the first lock. So if that fort that Leslie played wasn't required, it's pretty close again.
Yep. And we have found our final fort, 5F2. And it doesn't matter what you call it, as long as you just keep moving. Pickles and Beer playing the level, which is 1-6.
Leslie's in there as well. So he's done all the forts now. He just needs to find his way to Bowser.
Now the question is, were all the forts necessary?
If they were, Leslie's been pretty good. If they weren't, Pickles had a chance.
I don't think they were.
I'm going to do a lot of pipe checks here. And
And
Pickles has turned away. Leslie is right behind him.
Ladies and gentlemen, they are even as we go into Bowser's Castle. Buckle up, we have got a race. Neither getting the disco clip. Both hit the everyman clip. Pickles and Beer is going right now for the room. Leslie is still trying for the clip. And he gets
Leslie gets it.
Oh, this is gonna be close. Pickles is through.
Has his hammer suit still.
Hi, Bowser. Bye, Bowser. Pickles and Beer is going to snipe Leslie Pro by mere seconds.
And get your GGs in chat for both of these runners, everyone.
As we have a 2-second finish. Pickles and Beer finishing first with 42.16 and Leslie Pro with a 42.18.
Just an absolutely amazing finish to this race 2 tonight.
Wow! What a finish!
And welcome, the
Welcome.
winners of both of these seeds tonight.
Welcome, both our runners, both Leslie Pro 04 and Pickles and Beer. GG, gentlemen.
What in the actual hell just happened in
Looks
that
like we got a
second
close
seed
looks like
for
a
it to
close
be
finish right
that
there.
close?
It was neck and neck. It was hammer breaks there, hammers not used there. Better pathing in 8 for Pickles because he only played 2 of the 4 forts and built the bridge while you played all 4.
Makes up a little
well,
for that extra level on World 6.
extra level.
I played a level and then realized there was the pipe with the rock.
That could happen to anybody. I gotta roll it back to the beginning of the second seed. I see 1 fort required and Atlantis in front of it. The game gave a cloud, and I noped out of it because I thought, okay, if the Hammer Bro does a movement of 6 or whatever that is, then I can cloud that, beat the Hammer Bro, and then beat the fort no matter how nasty it is. And then the strategy there was to take an intentional game over, so I wouldn't have to play Atlantis, because do the math, about 30 seconds for an intentional game over or a 2-minute auto scroller.
That would have been brilliant. Didn't even cross my mind.
So you had a cloud that you use elsewhere, probably 7-5, because I was thinking, okay, I'll play this. I'm fine with a tail. Miss the shell, eaten by bass.
Well, here's the thing.
I don't know what I
Pickles,
skipped.
Pickles and Beer blind clouded that in ice.
Which one was it? Was it 7-5?
Yes, it was the
7-5.
last level in ice was 7-5.
Oh, I
And
guess
you-
that was a good play.
Yes, indeed.
So, going all the way back to the first seed, let's talk about that one first. It was close for a while, and then just a couple bobbles by Pickles and Beer gave the separation there in that first one. So how did y'all feel about that first one before we talk more about the
I
second
played
one?
better than I thought I was going to play tonight.
Yeah, you definitely did. First seed was definitely felt like it was moving along at a good clip, and then World 8 just kind of slowed things down to a degree.
That first
did.
seed, Leslie, you had the lead pretty much the whole way. Pickles kept it close all the way. But then that second seed, it was back and forth quite a bit.
Was in World 8 on the first seed, was the long route required? Or because I never checked the second pipe on the first screen until late after playing several other levels. I didn't know if there's a lock in the way or not, or if I just took the long way.
If I remember correctly, it looped back from another spot, so you were good.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, that looped back from the Dark Maze. Because I was intent on taking pipes, so I could see, okay, what sort of world am I looking at here? What do I got to do? So that's how I found the answer that way. And that pipe that was in the middle of the hand bridge, rather that lock was easy to work around because you didn't need it. Well, at least that's how I viewed it anyway.
Yeah, I never checked because I checked the top pipe in the first on the first screen and just played from there rather than going back and checking the other pipe, which I found ended up kind of coming out on the other side of everything that I'd already done. So I wasn't sure if there was a lock in the way that going the way I went was required, or if I just played 2 or 3 extra levels for no reason. I also played the wrong fort. What was that? The Air Force tile was the right one, I think.
Yes, in the first seed, it was 3F1 and Spike Fort that built the bridges.
And I'm assuming there was one other lock somewhere in that first seed. But in World 8, I have no idea where it was, as I never crossed paths with it. I probably played that fort along my way. And then I just happened to take a star into what happened to be Spike Fort, and I hit the movement of that perfectly, and my heart was going, because I thought I was about to hit spikes, and I saved it, and I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, that was pretty
That's a
impressive.
Spike Fort. That's a Spike Fort that Mitch Flower Power would have been proud of. I bet.
But
Yeah, and that second one, I think it had to be the second seed. I found the lava in 8 fort. And I think it was in World 8 because my phone lit up and I glanced at it and I clearly didn't hit the up input into the door, and I look over and I'm in the lava. It's like
oh
that.
no,
That was that was stupid.
took your eyes off the game for a second and
Yes.
missed the input. Oh, that
Yeah,
hurts.
that hurt.
Usually turn my phone over when I'm racing, and I didn't, and I glanced, and that was bad. Oh well.
Yeah, that, and I also have my TV off during races, especially tournament races, because for those who may not be in the know, the Stanley Cup playoffs started tonight, and the and the Boston Bruins game is on. Hey, I'm from the Northeast, so I think I'm allowed.
Yep.
So I'm thinking, I get into that. I get in, and when it hits playoffs, the games tend to distract, so the TV goes off.
For sure.
Oh yes.
See?
And you'll be happy to know that late in the third period, it's 4-1 Bruins.
I turned the TV on because I figured we are done here, so I can pop the TV on and get away with it.
I'm happy I got the first try, whatever World 7 level that is.
That
the
was
second seed.
7-6.
First try on that one, and then
Oh, wow.
one cycle and 8 fort on the first seed. And one of the
I also had a one cycle in 8 fort, and I want to say it was seed 2.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. It
I
always
goofed
feels
that.
good to hit a one cycle in that stage. I don't care if you're playing vanilla or randomizer. You hit a one cycle, you feel pretty good.
So, any final thoughts, gentlemen?
Gotta ask about Bowser's Castle. How many tries did it take Picklesandbeer to hit the clip to skip gauntlet, or did he just go?
I went through. I missed first try and went into the door.
And
that's the difference right there. I kept at it stubbornly, and because I did not want to lose Hammer Suit, because that would have swung things for sure.
oh yeah, but yes,
The troll laser at the end almost got me. The fireballs weren't.
Wow.
Fireballs weren't too bad.
I have a feeling I need to watch this back tomorrow.
Oh, yes.
Because that's just.
Definitely.
I'll admit I'm bewildered as to how it wound up being that close.
oh yes,
Now,
definitely.
I thought I had 2 close races last week.
Nope.
This
No, sir.
literally just this one literally just took the rug right out from under me.
I think this was so far the closest race of Swiss.
Yeah, just a 2-second difference.
Holy, I think you know what word I want to say, but it's speed gaming, so I'll just preface it by saying, holy crap.
Yes.
I also realized as it was like a second from the door opening that I hadn't moved my mouse over to the finish button, and I kind of panicked moving it over there.
All right. Well, that means you guys split this series 1-1.
Another another split for both of us.
Yeah, I know, right? This one was
So
almost not as split.
almost, but hey,
I hope
strange.
chat got to enjoy this one because I sure did, even though my reaction was on this end was basically, are you kidding me?
Yes,
I've
we
never been involved. It's been a long time since I've been involved in one that close.
chat
Same.
was into it. We were into it up here in the commentator booth. It was you guys put on a show in that second race, and we were loving every minute of it.
Yeah,
I loved hearing that too.
oh heck yeah, I can't wait to watch it back. I don't know, I've done what feels like hundreds of like Final Fantasy 1 and Zelda 2 races, and I've never had one that close.
Yeah, I can say that I've done a couple hundred Link to the Past randomizer races back when I was more active with that. Never had one that close. I think the closest I had was about a minute or so, give or take.
So you two are both at 2-2 now. You join a group of, I believe it's, if I count it right, 10 different runners that have a 2-2 record going into week 3. How do y'all feel about that?
Well, I'll get a look at the crowd once I see the standings and I'll have an opinion on that. I mean, personally, though, out of everybody that's in there, now, if you want to talk about an historic matchup within this community, myself versus either, well, I mean, even though I'd lose against Pro A, we've matched up multiple times in the past, so that would be a great throwback. It would also be a great throwback to have a match against Ryko Rider, which, speaking of, I got to plug this. Tomorrow night, Earthbound Super Series at 10/9 Central, Ryko Rider and myself, we're both part of this community. We're going to be racing Earthbound Ancient Cave Randomizer in the opening round of that tournament. It's going to be a good time. And the Bruins just scored the dagger goal for game 1. Empty
But
net, it's over. Turn out the lights.
yep.
Party's over.
But also tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern, we have our final race of week 2. Demon Battler versus Sharky 2107.
Oh, that's going to be a matchup. I've also matched up with Sharky multiple times in the past, and that's a match I know he'd love to have, and I'd enjoy personally. So if that matchup were to happen somehow, hey, let's go. Let's have fun with it. Let's go wild.
So, yes, tomorrow night we conclude Swiss round 2, and then we'll get into Swiss round 3, get to the halfway point of the Swiss round.
With that being said, the question I have is, are we going to be rolling that matchup immediately thereafter, or is that going to happen Monday at some point?
I do not know, but I am sure the attorney admins will tell us soon enough.
All right. I was just wondering if they knew. I was just wondering if the plan was made known or if they're
Not
keeping that under wraps. Either way is fine by me.
not yet, Leslie. They have not divulged anything to us yet.
Alrighty. They'll probably say something after the last match. Either way, so.
All right, and with that, we conclude tonight's action. Big thanks to our 2 runners, Leslie Pro 04 and Picklesandbeer, for putting on 2 amazing races for us. Thank you to my co-commentator, Marky Mark, for being here in the booth with me and getting to see these amazing races. Thank you to SpeedGaming for letting us host our tournament here on their channels of networks. And most of all, thank you to our chat. Without you guys, we wouldn't be here. So I am Night Shifter, and have a good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Y'all have a good night, and until next time, stay kind, stay safe, and we will see you in the next one.
Not everyone.